to pay attention next time when you're going,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't.
I'll show you. Yeah.
I just
Well,
said,
actually, yeah, I haven't driven you to my house once, but yeah, so it's just, but I'll,
oh, I just usually, and in general, even if you did that, I wouldn't pay attention because I'm just trusting you to
I
take
do
me where I'm
exactly the same, yeah.
Okay, so we're ready. Thank you very much. All right, I am here with Natasha. You would have seen her in my birthday vlog, and I thought it fit to just ask her to share with us two things. We're gonna do two vlogs, well, two videos. I keep saying vlog. Two videos. One of them, she'll share how to things to do in London on a rainy day.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I'm sure I know you're a bit nosy and you want to know a little about her. So, Natasha, tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, that's so open. I am always lived in London.
I like your new hair though. Like
Thank you.
seriously,
Yeah,
like...
just recently I was going very light, and now I've gone very dark.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to say.
I'm gonna divert a little. What inspired the dark hair?
Oh, it's really close to my natural colour, so I've got really, really dark hair.
Really?
Yeah, more like my eyebrow colour. So, and then somebody said to me, as you're getting older, you need to go up, like get lighter, and that's both what my mum and my sister have done, and I think they look really nice. But when I did it, it just didn't suit me. I just kept looking in the mirror thinking, this isn't me.
So going back.
Gone back to my literally my roots. So yeah.
All right. Where were you born?
Greenwich Hospital. So there was the old Greenwich Hospital, so down in Greenwich, sort of like village, and then just always lived in Plumstead, which you are.
So you are from London.
Yes.
You're born. You're here. Okay, good. What are some things that you like doing?
Oh, what? Just like generally, or in London, or
generally?
Generally.
Natasha, if somebody said, "What do you like doing?"
Oh, okay. So I'm very quiet, indoorsy person. So I love to read, love to write. Kind of watch films are still on there. Walking, really love walking. Love to run. Yoga I'll do when I'm in a run with yoga. I really love yoga. So yeah, they are mainly the thing. Oh, drawing, painting and drawing. Yeah.
I would want to get that. I would want to do
nice.
that.
Good way to survive bad weather and winters.
Okay, all right. Let's transition right into that now. Rainy day in London. Since when I moved here, from Jamaica, tropical marine climate. I was like, is it gonna rain every day? Like, am I just gonna be walking out, rain, and then nothing? How do we navigate this rainy weather, especially when you are used to sunshine?
So are you thinking about in terms of how to get around days like that generally, or things to do when it's raining like that?
You can give us both.
Okay, so I would definitely say, so rainy days. I feel like London is built for rainy days, really, because we have such bad weather. So we have loads and loads of stuff to do. Like loads of museums is always my starting point. And I know we went to the British Museum, and you could spend a whole day there, and then you can go back and spend many, many more weeks kind of just going around that. So there's that one. Art galleries are another good thing. Thinking, because when you were asking about this originally, I was thinking about just our locality. So we're quite close to Greenwich, which I don't know if you've been down there yet.
I haven't.
Right, so Greenwich has got so
is
much
that where
to do.
O2 is?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been
that's
to
kind
O2.
of like North Greenwich, and then you've got I need to take you there actually. It's a place called Greenwich Village, and they've just got loads to do there. So there's museums there as well. There's a park, which even though it's like a rainy day, somehow that park works in a rainy day. I don't know how. And there's the observatory, which is like planets and stuff. So yeah,
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. Okay,
it's a good one. So I would definitely say so they are your kind of building things to do, and if you're happy to go around and have a look at things, if you love to learn and stuff like that, I think places like that are great. But even for me, there is so many galleries and museums I haven't been to. So
you still have that. That's always good.
Yeah.
Because when we went to is the British Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't released that vlog yet. You'll see it soon, or I may release it before this. Either way, you'll see it. It's so beautiful. It's like you're in a space and you don't even realize that you're in a whole new world. Outside could stay.
It's got this whole feeling of you could escape into another world. And I think loads of them like that. It's a natural history museum as well. That's the one with the dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, there is this whole sense of you just.
I went to that one. I went to the natural history.
You had been there, hadn't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There are a few things, but I'm sure we'll keep moving back around to other things.
Yeah, no problem. If you wanted though, so outside of the museum, say somebody's into nightlife, what are some of the things that they could do? Is nightlife a thing here?
Nightlife is definitely a thing here. Now, are we talking about all over London, or just
Say, just do England.
Okay, just England. Oh wow, okay, you could be here all day. Right, so I have to say I'm literally the worst person to ask for these things because I have definitely become like a person who just loves to sit in the house. I feel like I've gone beyond the point of like I have to leave my house in the dark. No. So I spoke to my siblings, sister and brother, who were both in their 30s, and they gave me some helpful things.
Good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, exactly. So in terms of nightlife, I mean, you're going to have like, you know, literally, it's not my scene anymore. There's tons and tons of bars, things like bars,
they
clubs,
do that a lot.
Sort of thing.
Pub.
Theatre as well is a good thing to do in the evening. So just suddenly thought that, if you don't fancy, but if you want to go out, like there's always going to be something. There's always going to be somebody sort of music somewhere. That there'll be a venue providing that. It will just be a matter of finding where these things are. Yeah. So let me have a quick look.
While you look, if we wanted, like you're a novice, any idea where we could look
where to
find things?
Oh, well,
Instagram is, I guess,
I was going to say, for some reason, I always think Eventbrite, which I feel like Eventbrite might have stuff on it. That's the one I always think of, because I think they have random things that just come up and they have like big nights, big festivals, things like that.
Yeah, that's where I saw the musical theatre.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that was really local as well, wasn't it?
It was local, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's probably, a good place to start, because you find out about different groups and stuff like that as well.
Okay.
Yes. So that might be all I've got to say on nightlife. I'm awful with that.
Okay, share anything else, whatever.
So I've got loads of, I mean, actually there was my brother's girlfriend, mentioned a massive bookshop in Marylebone called Dawn Books, which I keep meaning to get to because I sent a picture one time. It's in Marylebone, which is West London. I always called it North London, but it's West London. So that's easy to get to, but it's just this huge bookshop. It's very pretty. Like that is another thing I would say is like bookshops and also places like department stores as well. They actually
department stores for shopping.
Shopping, yeah. But they can feel like experiences, and they are really good for bad weather days.
Yeah. What are the names of some department stores?
Okay, so there's obviously Harrods, which is Do you not know Harrods? Okay, so like Harrods is literally like one of the most famous department stores in the world, I think. So you kind of just think, and it is...
Shame on me.
Yeah, no. I think that's really good that you didn't turn up to London thinking, I just want to get to Harrods. So that is actually, because that was somewhere I was thinking that, you know, if you could face Christmas shopping or being around West End at Christmas, that is somewhere definitely recommend go and have a look, just because you get all the Christmas lights. I'm moving into Christmas for some reason, but you get all the Christmas lights up around the West End, other places in London as well, but the West End is really lovely at Christmas if you can brave the crowds.
So one question. So for example, I want to change my curtains. Harrods is a good place for that?
I don't think I'd go to Harrods for actual shopping. It is incredibly expensive. You go there and you just...
I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go there. If you want new curtains, like maybe try John Lewis. That's what I would probably say. Okay. Yeah, but for going and looking just to go, ooh, then definitely Harrods. Selfridges is a little bit more accessible, but maybe again, it's got really high-end Selfridges. But it's mostly going for the experience. I have a lot to learn, guys. I know these, literally talking about department stores. It's really not.
It is because I wanna add a little red pop, and I'm not a Christmas person, but I like nice feel. Warm.
Then that would be lovely. And probably the best one, and the one that I only discovered in the last, I don't remember it as a child at all, but not that I went to these places as a child, but we'd go and see the sort of go and see them at Christmas and stuff. And there's one called Liberty, which is...
I know Liberty.
You know Liberty. Okay, good. So that's definitely my favourite one.
I've seen it.
Feels nice, yeah. And
I love your sweater. Oh my gosh, I know I told you already, but I'm just seeing it, yes.
So that's a really nice one.
Okay, what else? Anything else on your list?
Okay, shall I just read you the list? So, and you can just pick out what you find interesting. So literally it starts with a boat, which is just, it seems really random, but you can there's a taxi boat, which takes you up and down the Thames. You pay for it, obviously, but it just takes you from stop to stop, so you can get it from Woolwich.
So when I went to Buckingham Palace, I saw a boat, something like that?
I can't remember where the nearest stop would be there, but there is it's basically just like it's a clipper, so you just get on it and it just takes you, so you can go from Woolwich to Greenwich, get off at Greenwich and have a look around. And then it takes you right into Central. So you go up past Tower Bridge and things like that. I think it's Tower Bridge. And that's just a really nice way to get around. There's a bar on deck and things like that, so you can have a coffee or have a nice glass of wine or something like that. And it just feels like a nice way to actually get to where you're going. Now we've got the Elizabeth line, life is easier. But we used to only have like the southeastern, and that was not so glam. So definitely that is a nice way to go anywhere if you're going to be going around. And
I'm
I do
definitely
feel like
gonna have to try that. But
yeah, definitely.
After the winter.
Well, that's my whole point. Like that on a rainy day, for some reason, does feel really cozy.
Like even now?
Yeah, definitely now. Yeah, because I was actually going to say we should. I don't know when, but we should try to get to Greenwich, and we should go by boat. But we're going to have to. Maybe after Christmas, you're right, actually. Yeah, but anyway, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was just thinking, you need to see Greenwich. What was I going to say? Yeah, cosy. I think that's the whole way to get through winter, I think, is just to do things that are cosy and things that make you feel cosy. And I think being somewhere where you can see it's miserable, like a day like this is just like a proper sort of like mood depressor, and you just kind of think it's whatever you're doing, it's acknowledging that's happening, but you can still feel warm and bright and cozy inside. So I think that's the trick of it. So it's going places where it feels, I don't know, there is something about dark wood where you're just like, yeah, it's just really cozy. So because I was going to say, actually, I think probably number one thing to do in London on a rainy day is the pub. Like if you're going out and about, just absolutely the pub. Yeah, you can just spend afternoons there.
I'm thinking that both videos that we wanted to do is like being intertwined nicely in one.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm kind of going all over the place.
No,
sorry.
no, seriously, but I like it. But if you look at the logistics of it, rainy and winter, because London is mostly rainy, it literally syncs with winter, with things to do.
Yes,
it just dawned on me.
Yeah, and that's it. It was actually only when you asked about it, I thought, well, that's kind of like the city is built for bad weather. So obviously there's nice things to do. I kind of feel like going slightly off topic, but when it felt like at some point London discovered summer, and then we started getting loads of stuff in parks and things like that. And it's like, oh yeah, we can do that. But I just think it excels in the autumn winter for me.
Okay. All right. You can go back to your list.
Oh yeah, that. Right, so we started with boat. All right, so Greenwich Park I mentioned earlier. It's just a really nice place as well. The observatory. So Covent Garden is this whole area in West End, the West End.
And I hear about West End a lot.
Yeah. That's kind of it's like where all the tourists are. But there's also like loads of stuff going on. It's like got the theatres, like I say, it's got all the shopping. And it's also got Covent Garden, which is it's like one of those funny little places, just cute, and you just kind of think there are shops there. I feel like
I've been, but I didn't realise.
You might have passed through it, yeah. I think I've been there many times and actually not realised, I'm back at Covent Garden, so you kind of just think, but it is nice, and again, somewhere. It's just one of those, there are so many places coming up to Christmas, it's just pretty, it's all that sort of thing. So it's worth checking that out. And
I need to, because like I said, I'm not Christmassy, but I hear Christmas in London is everything.
Yes, yeah.
You agree?
It is, yeah. I do think it's a massive part of it, yeah. And I think the thing is, when it gets to January, you won't notice how big Christmas was, because suddenly all the lights go off and it's like, it's just really cold and dark. Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, so next on my list is Frameless, which is, they've got loads of things around London, it feels now, where it's either interactive art experiences, there's loads of VR things as well, so I'm kind of wrapping those up together.
Okay.
But obviously they're going to be indoor things to do, but again, it's like you're going to be seeing a lot and seeing it in a new way, like I've mentioned galleries earlier, but you kind of just think actually an interactive art experience, it takes you a little bit closer, it's just a new way of experiencing something. I'd imagine the same with VR, except I haven't done it yet. So,
VR. Yeah. That's the thing we put over our face.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody mentioned something last week about it, and it just, you kind of just think, actually, I would like to go and do more of these things, because I want the experience of falling, even though I'm walking on solid ground. So.
I was supposed to do it in Jamaica, but for some reason I didn't. So I need to experience it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, like nothing in it that I kind of think, we're going to do that. And somebody says something like that, it's like, that sounds
like
intriguing.
things jumping at you and screaming.
Yeah, I don't know why we want that, but it seems like fun. Weird one. Okay, this isn't on this list, but I suddenly thought, oh look, sorry. So this isn't on that list. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was thinking just tea generally, tea rooms.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
actually thinking
thing
afternoon
here.
tea, like tea and a platter of cakes, platter of sandwiches. That is definitely a thing. And that can take up a whole afternoon, and also it feels like an event somehow, like a couple of sandwiches and some tea and cake.
Yes, and biscuits. You guys love that.
Oh yeah, we love biscuits. Yeah, very English thing. Yeah, people love to also put their tea in biscuits. I'm not on board with that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like it. Okay, now these are from my brother. So he mentioned the Sherlock Holmes Museum, which sounded good fun. Also something, yeah, right. So I didn't even know it was there. I think again, okay, that's Baker Street. I'm not even going to say whether that's west or north because I can't remember and I didn't write it down. Oh wait, did I? No, west. Yeah, west. So yeah, so that sounds fun.
I know a couple of folks who would like the Sherlock Holmes thing because they're into the investigation.
Yeah, well, yeah, then definitely Sherlock Holmes Museum, and there's like obviously Baker Street is a real place in London. So for anybody who did want to, if they really have that fascination, it's like, oh, you just spend the whole day pretending that you're Holmes or Watson or Moriarty, whoever you want to be. So.
I know, and I wouldn't be that one, but I would follow someone who is interested
exactly. So this one is from my sister. She lives in East London, which is just like there is so much to do in East London.
What are some of the places in East London?
So you've got in 2012 when London held the Olympics, that was the Olympic Village. So you can actually go and have a look at the Olympic Village, which is I think really nice to go and see. And the main thing, and I still don't really understand this, but somebody will know why, there is this thing called, it's this big red object called the Orbit or London Orbit, I can't remember what it's called, and there's now a slide around it, so you can actually climb to the top of it and then you go down on a slide. So my sister did that fairly recently. Yeah.
In the winter?
I'm sure you could do it in the winter. It's covered. Yeah, they're not going to leave that unexposed. Yeah. I don't know anyway. Right off the edge.
Okay, I'm getting them. I'm taking notes, and I'll tick them off as soon as I experience.
I have to say, I keep thinking it's the sort of thing I think, I'd like to do that, and then I actually think about it. It's like I've got really funny with heights over the years.
Oh no, I would like to do. I just jump from places, and I can't even swim.
Oh well, you don't have to worry about that here with this. That's fine. You shouldn't, but yeah, I like your bravery. So yeah, there is. Yes, so that is, the Orbit slide. And I was just actually thinking around East London generally, definitely the Olympics Village. I didn't even think of that for some reason. But I think some of that could be indoor based, I think. Okay. Don't know, you'd have to go and have a look. It's very helpful. But it's obviously like it was a big thing that happened in London years ago now, and I suppose we still quite pleased with ourselves about it. So, so this Orbit thing, that's there. Right, so my sister also mentioned, I don't think I've been to any of these places, so I can't sort of like comment on them.
So you just go to your sister and you don't go to these places when you go to visit? That's what you do?
Well, to be fair, like when she gave me these, I was like, I'm going to get to some of these. Like a lot of them I have done, but then some of these, like Alexandra Palace, I've never been to Alexandra Palace. I think she went quite recently, so she was just really, I think it's the pictures she sent when she was there, it was just like, just really scenic. So I think it's that place I'm thinking of. I can't remember actually. Yeah. Right. So Coal Drop Yard. Don't know anything about it. It was one that her.
But Coal Drop Yard. No, somebody may know. If I'll find a picture and see how I can.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hampstead Heath. Right. Probably not great for a rainy day. Okay. But I have actually been there. And it is really, I know, that is, that's lovely. And that, you can sit down, go for a walk and then go for a pub lunch or something like that. That's what I would recommend with that. And I think actually I did go in the winter when I went there. It was just sort of like, it wasn't rainy, but it was still winter. Cold. Yeah, so you kind of think, but that's another thing that I love is just wrapping up really, really warm and just thinking I'm going out to brave the elements because
But you like winter.
I love winter.
Outside is cold right now.
Yeah. And do you know how much I enjoyed wrapping up and coming over here? Quite a lot. So
when I went out this morning, I was like, I was dreading to get back home. Sorry, I showered and then I was like, okay, brave it back. But that's
the thing, though. You kind of just think it's going to be like this now for months, and you kind of think it's that real kind of oppressive feel to it. But the thing is, as long as it's not raining, you're okay. Like, and even actually, I'll go for a walk in the rain, it's fine. But yeah, the rain is really going to mess things up. But when it's just like this, you're just sort of like, right, I need to go out and do something. Stick to your normal routine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not terrified by it, but it's not the best thing. So if I don't have something interested to do,
totally. Yeah, I think
I'm gonna be in my bed.
This is so much about like how to survive it, like that I feel as a whole. Because like yes, there is loads of stuff to do, but like I've lived here how long? You've lived here for months now, and you kind of think, are we in Coal Drop Yard? Do we even know what that is? No. So
a lot of persons get depressed and all of these things now.
Yeah, and I think it's so easy to fall into a rut because the thing is, like you say, you don't want to go out, you don't want to do anything. And I definitely think for me, it's definitely getting outside this time of year I think is so important. So I've actually just started getting back to running, it's this time last year I started getting back to it as well because it's a fresh time of year as well, so and also you can't just sit in for like months on end. We're going to go a little bit mad.
I must agree. When I, like this morning, when I eventually went outside, I appreciated it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's the getting up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And when I felt just the, what do we call it? Outside on my face.
It's like the crispness.
Yes. It's such
Yeah,
pure.
it's not yeah, that's it exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
it's
it
fresh.
a lot.
That's what I
felt
was,
like my skin was being rejuvenated.
Yeah.
I liked it. I must admit that.
Yeah, and that is another thing with skincare this time of year because it is harsh. So I suppose it's like moisturising more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just I drop that in like I.
No,
really
it's true.
pay more
I don't.
attention
I
to
did
it
a
than I
video
do.
earlier about that. I'm not missing. Like, put on your vitamin C. Make sure you get your moisture in because it's a part of surviving all of this.
Yes, yeah. And also going from season to season, I suppose you are going to notice that more. Like I was just thinking out here. So we go from like, we had very hot weather over the summer and then that's like great for your skin. And then you get to this and it's like dry.
Oh gosh.
And so actually the last one on my list, because it was, I mean, if we keep talking, I'll think of more things, but pie and mash, just big in London. All right. Okay, that's my reaction to it as well. But pie and mash, so like a pie and then mashed potato.
I imagined
Very warming.
smashing something.
That sounds fun too.
Like, I imagine, I honestly was looking, like we're mashing pie.
Oh yeah, no, like pie and then mashed potato, but we just call it pie and mash. So there you go, it helps, doesn't it?
That sounds very British, I must admit.
Yeah.
Very British. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of the things you do. You're gonna have to take up back your list. Quick recap, things to do in London. You're here and you're wondering, like, what do I do in this winter or rainy weather? We're merging it. Natasha has shared a number of things. Let's go. Recap.
Oh, okay. So we start off by getting on a boat, and we're going to stop off first at Greenwich Park, Observatory, Covent Garden, from a train from there. And there's bookshops, art museums, art galleries, museums. What are those other things I said? Interactive art experiences, virtual reality, and then we have the Olympics Village, London Orbit. What else I got? Alexandra Palace, department store, especially a Christmas-based one. So I'm going to recommend Liberty, and then finish it all with a pie mash dinner.
It's like a beautiful sequence.
It is, yeah. Actually wrote it out like that.
As a writer.
So I started with boat.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
You're very welcome.
We're going to have to do another video. We're going to figure out what we're going to do right now because I'm not sure. We wrapped that beautifully, precise.
It was like we'd practiced.
Yes. I loved it. So we're going to figure out something, but remember, comment, like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Mwah. Toodles.